everyone, and welcome to a special MLS Cup edition of Instant Replay where I give you my take on the most controversial calls from Sunday's final between the LA Galaxy and New England Revolution. I'm Simon Borg, and we start with the play that got the most attention postgame, from the Revs' locker, that is. When Lee Nguyen went down in the box in the 51st minute, you see Nguyen cutting inside, and I think Juninho frankly clatters right into him. Nguyen was hip-checked, and I think it was a penalty. Just watch the slow-mo right here and decide for yourself. Referee Mark Geiger opted against blowing the whistle, and this is what Revs manager Jay Heaps thought about it.
And to be honest with you, I really thought that was a penalty.
Now, we saw a few other risky challenges in the box in this game. All came in the first half, but they were all clean, and Geiger didn't have to get involved. First, there was Marcelo Sarvis on Charlie Davies. Then AJ De La Garza with a fantastic block, again on Charlie Davies. And on the other end, Jose Gonçalves stuffing Robbie Keane. But let's stay with that last play and highlight assistant Joe Fletcher with a great eye not to raise the flag there. Defender AJ Soares keeps Keane on. We saw the MLS MVP a couple of other times riding the edge of the offside line. In the 75th minute, he was flagged, although the freeze frame perhaps suggests he was even with Jose Gonçalves. Then on the game winner in extra time, it's clear as crystal from the freeze frame that Revs left back Chris Tierney keeps him on. Both of those decisions made by the other assistant in this one, Peter Manikowski. Another big decision Geiger had came just before the end of regulation. On this long ball by Stefan Ishizaki to Keane, who tumbles over on the challenge from AJ Soares. It looks to me like there's a two-handed push into the back of Keane, but that would have been a massive call to make because it likely would have meant a red card for Soares for denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. In the yellow card department, there was one in the first half, and it was shown to none other than Landon Donovan, the man of the moment on Sunday. But you know what? There's no question about it to me. Donovan recklessly charges Soares from behind on this header attempt just before the halftime whistle. That was the first of 7 yellow cards on the day, and I thought all of them were spot on by Geiger. But I really had a feeling that there should have been a few others shown, especially early in the second half, when it looked to me like the game was getting a little bit out of hand. First, this tackle by Jermaine Jones on Donovan was late and reckless. To me, that was worthy of a yellow, but no card from Geiger. Same with this Juninho sliding tackle on Jones just moments later. And how about this stomp from Teal Bunbury on AJ De La Garza? Luckily for Geiger, this game didn't degenerate at that point. New England's Kellen Rowe probably also deserved a caution in the 61st minute for this stray arm into the head of Robbie Rogers. We didn't get a replay, and so we blow it up for you here. 7 minutes later, it was Keane gesticulating that he got hit by an elbow, but I don't see it. I think he's the one running into Revs defender Chris Tierney. But in the 81st minute, I did think that Zardes was a little reckless with a pretty high right arm into the face of Andrew Farrell. And we end with a couple of strange scenarios you just don't see that often. Between extra time periods, the Revolution earned a disputed free kick. But before they could take it, the referee signals the end of the period. And Revs coach Jay Heaps can't believe it. And we're lip reading here, but he calls it a crime. And it's only appropriate we wrap it up with a scene of sportsmanship, just seconds before the final whistle, when AJ Soares goes out of his way to help goalkeeper Jaime Pinedo up off the ground. But as the saying goes, no good deed goes unpunished, and Soares should have probably seen a yellow there. That's all we have for this year, folks, before we sign off for 2014. A big thanks to all the referees in this league who have the toughest job of anyone in MLS and put in the hard work and training to perfect their craft every year. Thanks to Peter Walton, Paul Regier, and the rest of the pro staff that have helped us understand the laws of the game throughout the year. And big thanks to our editors who take painstaking care to make sure Instant Replay is as comprehensive as possible. John Benton, Albert Lanzillo, and of course Abner Aceves. And thanks to all of you who make Instant Replay destination viewing. Your enthusiasm for it drives us to make it the best we can. We never want to let you down. But until we see each other again in March, I'm Simon Borg. See you next time!